Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
A full moon hovers over the pasture of pain as the Knights and Yellow Jackets get set to do battle in the final week of the regular season. Which team will get a trick and which one will go home with a treat? We'll find out next as Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school football on the YDL Sports Network. You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network. Welcome in here to Eisenhower High School. It is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. The Eisenhower Knights will host the Girard Yellow Jackets. It's week 10 of the regular season, the final week of the regular season. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. Find out more at AlleghenyGrill.com. This is the Hunter Station Golf Club pregame show. The weather is still nice, but you better take advantage this weekend. The course is awesome, and the food is even better at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta, online, hunterstation.com. You are on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort, warrentirecenter.com. And our game stream tonight is brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection, oilcountrycrates.com. Welcome into the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth here at Eisenhower High School. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network. And if you have a fender bender, we can mend her at Park Avenue Motorcar. Call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motorcar is proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. And Cody, really interesting Week 10 matchup that we've got here this evening. I mean, it's one of those games that really will serve as a barometer for Girard heading into next season. Is a good litmus test for Eisenhower getting ready for the District 10 Class 1A playoffs.
Yeah, it keeps Eisenhower, mainly it keeps Eisenhower fresh. Having a week off or 10 days off from playing any competitive football can have some ill effects. Yeah, you can let your guys rest up, but if you're not facing any real banged up players or injuries, it's good to just kind of keep going with the flow of things, especially if you're on a roll. So it'll be curious. And like you said, for Girard, this tells them where they're at going into next year. And, if they can end the season on some positive notes, even if they don't get the W, you're looking for wins in other areas of the game.
Yeah, and again, these two teams met at the end of the regular season a year ago, and I had a chance to go out and cover that one at Girard, and really just a defensive slugfest all the way through. Caleb Penley and Tucker Lindell came up with a couple of big interceptions late in that game to preserve not only the 13-7 win for Eisenhower, but keep that perfect regular season, make it 10-0 for the Knights for the first time in school history a year ago. And, both these teams looking a little bit different than the ones that took to the field a year ago.
They are a little bit different, but one thing remains the same. Tonight we're going to see a tag team of Penley and Lindell, but this time it's going to be Logan Penley with Tucker Lindell as the two-headed running back monster that they've kind of created this year. Both players rushing about the same this season, with Logan Penley having 650 yards off of 104 carries, and Tucker Lindell with 573 yards off of 92 carries. Lindell, though, with twice as many touchdowns, having 10 to Logan's 5. But really the rushing attack for Eisenhower has been spread evenly between those two and Sean Pascuzzi, the quarterback. So same names, same last names, different story, different look. It'll be an interesting game. I don't think that we're going to be seeing a 13-7 matchup tonight.
Well, and it's interesting to me. You mentioned, how even Penley and Lindell have been on the ground, and then you throw Sean Pascuzzi in there, and it seems, Cody, from looking at it from our spot up here in the press box, that Pascuzzi's been using his legs a little bit more as the season progresses, not throwing quite as much, reading those maybe first one or two reads, and then taking off if it's not there.
Yeah, I feel like last year and even earlier this season, Pascuzzi was still trying to almost establish himself as strictly a quarterback. And, remind our viewers that he was a running back before he took over under center. And I think here in the last several weeks, he's kind of just had a whatever-it-takes mentality. And that's just, if he's got to run, he just goes. And the most important thing is getting positive yardage on every play.
Well, and it's so much different when you're a quarterback, when you can scramble, but when your first read is an established deep threat route runner like he had in White Lookenhouse a year ago, and now and not trying to disparage any of the receivers that they have this year, but there's not that established rapport, and that when it wasn't hitting early in the season, maybe some of that confidence starts to fade, and you go back to, as you said, what with the running ability.
Yeah, well, Wyatt Lookenhouse is a tough receiver to replace. I mean, they have Gavin Lindemuth, who's 6'4", and Chris Bunk, who's 6'3", and in this game tonight, Chris Bunk's not going to be playing. But knowing that you have that tall threat with speed going downfield just makes you a little more comfortable heaving it up there and taking a shot. So that's something I know we've discussed before about Lindemuth maybe stepping into that deep threat role and utilizing his height and kind of waiting for that to pop off any game now.
So you touched on it a little bit, and I think this is a good time right now. We'll get right into our Icy Inc. players to watch. Icy Inc. in Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy online at icyinc.com. That's icyinc.com. And you mentioned it. We're going to start with Eisenhower with their top receiving threat, Chris Bunk, out of the ball game due to injury. Who steps up? Who's the player to watch for the Knights?
I think it's Cameron Jacobzak. Last week, he was a menace on offense, on defense, on special teams. And he really stepped up, and we had a chance to speak to him after the game, and it seemed like he was really comfortable in that role of just taking over. And I think that we see that again tonight. I expect another lights out performance from the kid.
All right, and then on the flip side, who is your Yellow Jacket to watch this evening?
I have 4 of them. I have James Kibbe, Tyler Mays, James Kibbe, Tyler Mays, and 3 of them. James Kibbe, Tyler Mays, and Derek Robeson, the wide receivers for the Yellow Jackets. I think they're going to have to spread the ball around. We've spoken before about Eisenhower's secondary maybe being their weaker part of their defense, and I think they're going to have to utilize all of their receiving threats. I don't think you're going to have one guy in particular take over unless Eisenhower gives them that.
All right, those were our Icy Inc. players to watch. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Inc. in Warren, 814-688-0034. And with that, we are going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with more of the Hunter Station Golf Club pregame show. It's Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School football here on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. Yeah, welcome back here to the Pasture of Pain at Eisenhower High School, just about 5 minutes away from the start of this one as the Knights host the Girard Yellow Jackets' final game of the regular season. District 10 matchup for you on the YDL Sports Network, presented by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Find out more online, AlleghenyGrill.com. This is the Hunter Station Golf Club pregame show, and Cody, you mentioned our players to watch for Girard, essentially their receiving core. Mm-hmm. And, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of statistical information for the Yellow Jackets. But, we're going to hold that thought, and we're going to turn it over to the Eisenhower Knights marching band for the national anthem.
Knights marching band.
And the Eisenhower Knights Marching Band with tonight's national anthem. And with that, we're going to take a look at our Warren County Visitors Bureau keys to the game. Pennsylvania's all-season destination, Warren County. Simple, pure, real.
Keys to the game, Brian. We'll start with Eisenhower. Don't muddy the water. No need to complicate things. The rushing attack seemed to work well enough the last week and in the previous weeks. There's no reason to deviate from that against Girard. Lindell and Penley have been a solid 1-2 punch so far with a little bit of Pascuzzi sprinkled in there, and they've shown the ability to wear defenses down, and that's all they need to do tonight to get the win. On the Girard side, kind of counter to that, they got to play the run. With Chris Bunk out this week, the passing game for Pascuzzi gets more difficult, and for Girard, it should allow them to play more aggressive up at the front of the line. The biggest key is to steal the edge for Girard. We've seen Penley find that edge several times this season and bust loose for big gains. They got to shut down that edge if they want to limit Eisenhower's rushing attack.
All right, those were our keys to the game. Again, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau, Pennsylvania's all-season destination, Warren County, simple, pure, real. Find out more at wcvb.net/events. And they've just done the coin toss. Girard has won the toss and elected to receive. You don't see that very often anymore, Cody. You get a lot of teams deferring until the second half, but the Yellow Jackets want to get the ball and give it to their offense out of the gate.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to get a hot start and maybe catch the Knights off guard, hit them with that air attack early.
And we're going to get right into it. There was still about 90 seconds left on the pregame clock, but
it's just a suggestion.
Just a suggestion. It's an appropriate way to phrase that. Well done. Well done, sir. So the Knights will kick off. Cole Kellogg handles the kickoff duties for Eisenhower. Trying to catch some numbers here for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like number 12, Carson Stevens, and 6, Tyler Mays, deep to receive for Girard. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance to start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Clarion Printing. Clarion Printing can take care of you no matter where you live. Find out more, clarionprinting.com. And the whistle blows. We are set to get underway. Kellogg kicks. It is a deep kick. And it's going to bounce all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And apologize, that was number 5, Aiden Arnold, back deep for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, at least they're not yellow on white numbers.
Yeah.
Red on white's a little easier.
Yeah. And the Yellow Jackets will start at their own 20. First possession, Elwood National Forge, first quarter here from Eisenhower.
Yeah, you have to think that Girard's coming into this game, it's a little bit of a litmus test, but they also want to make a statement. And I think they're going to start early.
And give right away. That's number 27, Jeremiah Colon on the carry. Looks like a gain of about 3. We'll make it second and 7.
It's going to bring up second and 8. Call it second and 7.
And give to Colon again. This time he's going to try right tackle. And he finds a hole, breaks through, still on his feet, carrying some defenders. and he goes all the way out to the 35 before he gets stopped, and that will be enough for a Ty-Nesta Builder Supply first down.
Picks his way through and carries several Eisenhower tacklers up to the 35, where Girard will have a first down.
12-yard gain for Cologne. And it's interesting, I was talking to some of the Eisenhower coaches before the game, Cody, and they were anticipating Girard to come out here and throw more often than not. As Ryan St. Julian in the gun. Tosses to Cologne. And this time he's met in the backfield. It looks like he's going to be stopped for a loss of 1.
Finally, number 8, Derek Childs, finishing him off.
Yeah, and unfortunately, trying to run around the outside against this Eisenhower defense is going to be really difficult. They are very fast up front, and their linebackers have speed as well.
Second down and 11 from the 34. St. Julian back to pass now. Under pressure, steps up, rolling, looking, and he's hit it as he throws, and they're going to call that an incomplete pass.
Under heavy pressure there from Jacobzak.
And there it is, Cody Cameron Jacobzak applying the pressure along with Tucker Lindell in the backfield.
Yeah, one thing about that Eisenhower pressure is it's never just one guy that gets back there. Quarterbacks can elude that first guy to get in the backfield, but there's always a couple more blue jerseys pretty quick behind him.
So 3rd and 11, just over 10 minutes to play. Elwood National Forge first quarter. And St. Julian gives to Cologne right up the middle. He's got a big hole, and he's not going to get enough.
Little delay there to Cologne up the middle, and he picks up pretty good yardage. Up over
He
the
gets
40-yard
out to
line
the 43.
Still
Still going to be 4th down, but in that area where it looks like the Yellow Jackets are going to go for it. And Girard does keep the offense on the field at its own 43. And St. Julian gives to Cologne, trying to go off right tackle. He squirts through and has enough for the Ty-Nesta Builder Supply first down.
Cologne simply off the right tackle, and he finds plenty of room for the Girard first down.
This drive being built by Ty-Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Chippenville and Ty-Nesta, online at tynestabuilders.us. Gutsy call early in the game, Cody, and it pays off for Girard.
It's a gutsy call with a dive, too. I mean, I was expecting him to go to the air there, but they haven't been able to they ran one passing play. It didn't pan out too well, but Cologne's getting yardage at will.
St. Julian play action, throws, he's got him in. It's caught down the sideline. That's James Kibbe,
completion,
and he is out of bounds at the 30.
Finally shoved out of bounds, but not after Girard advances the ball down to the Knights' 30-yard line.
And that is another Ty-Nesta Builder Supply first down for Girard. And I think, Cody, that part of maybe what gives you that confidence on that 4th down call is the pretty big size differential between the Girard offensive line and the Eisenhower defensive front.
That can definitely play a factor.
Give to Cologne again. This time he's hit immediately by Tucker Lindell.
Lindell quickly on the tackle there.
No gain.
And that play is stopped for just an incremental gain, perhaps.
2nd and 10. Maybe gained a couple of inches. Now interesting. They moved the line of scrimmage marker on the stick, moved forward about a half a foot, but the ball is squarely on the 30-yard line. So 2nd and 10. St. Julian going to pass. Looking, has plenty of time, fires over the middle. It's caught there by Derek Robeson. Robeson avoiding some tacklers and finally goes down inside the 15. Looks like he's down to about the 13.
Rifled in there to Robinson. He slices up the middle. And
that is another Ty-Nesta Builder Supply first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the Pizza Hut red zone. You can order a fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. 1st and 10 now from the Eisenhower 13. Yellow Jackets marching right down the field of this opening possession. And the give this time is to Ashton Kopis, and he is going to be dropped for a loss.
Quickly met by Knight slicing in the middle there real quickly.
Mark him down at the 14, make it second down and 11.
But number 75, Joel Sorrell, among others.
And St. Julian gives to Cologne, and he escapes a tackle in the backfield, shakes off another tackle, still on his feet, and Cologne is in for the touchdown.
Brian, I don't know the last time I've seen that many Eisenhower defenders just slip off a running back.
No, there's a flag in the backfield. It's a Prime Fitness USA penalty against the Yellow Jackets, a hold. Will take the touchdown off the board.
Penalty or not, though, if you're Penley, you got to be concerned with the tackling on that play. There were 3 defenders that just had they had the Cologne wrapped up, and they just weren't able to pull him down.
It's a 2nd and 21 at the 24. St. Julian looking to throw down the sideline. He's got a man. It's caught. Was he in bounds? No, it's incomplete.
That ball was caught, but it was out of bounds is the indication by the official, so no completion.
That was a nice pass there by St. Julian, but just led the receiver. I believe that was Mays out of bounds. So 3rd and 21 coming up. Seven minutes to go. Elwood National Forge first quarter. A holding penalty took a Jeremiah Cologne 14-yard touchdown off the board for the Jackets. St. Julian back to pass again. Has time down the middle, and it's broken up by Pascuzzi.
Tipped by Sean Pascuzzi, almost hauled in. A lot of juice on it.
Do want to let those of you watching live know if we do have some interruptions. We are recording this broadcast. We'll
so 4th down now.
Put the uninterrupted broadcast up on our YouTube channel later this evening. So 4th down and 21.
Yeah, you have to wonder. You know, they had 2 plays to make up that yardage, and it was 2nd and long and then 3rd and long. You have to wonder why they didn't try to go for half of that. Just kind of chip away instead of 2 shots at the end zone.
Low snap. St. Julian gets it off the ground. He's under pressure now. He's going to be hit and sacked.
That is Lindell.
Tucker Lindell.
I take that back. That was Lindell on the blitz there.
On the sack for Eisenhower, and it is a turnover on downs. Knight's defense comes up with a stop after the holding penalty. And the Yellow Jackets went to the air. Now can Eisenhower capitalize?
Hold off that threat, and they take over 1st and 10 for their first
possession of the game for Eisenhower starts at the Knights' 29-yard
line.
Pascuzzi under center, sends Chambers in motion. Fakes. Pascuzzi looking to throw. He's got Chambers, has a step, and just overthrew him.
Pascuzzi looking to find Chambers out there.
Brian, we were talking about that before we came on air. Pascuzzi in several games this season has just been a yard or 2 over his receivers. And if he just took a little bit off of that, he'd be hitting a lot of these guys because there have been a lot of wide open. And that partially might be related to being used to throwing to a guy like Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Yeah, Chambers was definitely had a step on his man, had the defender beat, but goes over his head. And a collision in the backfield, and now Pascuzzi's going to keep it himself. Turns that into a positive gain.
Pascuzzi keeps the ball.
4-yard pickup for Pascuzzi out to the 33.
4, we'll call it 3rd and 6.
But that play had disaster written all over it as Pascuzzi collided with, I believe that was Lindell in the backfield.
Well, that's part of the advantage of having a guy like Pascuzzi that's able to run the ball is he's able to kind of bounce off defenders and even his own guys and make something of nothing.
So 3rd and 6 now for the Knights from their 33. Pitch to Chambers. Chambers finding a gap, picks up a block, but there's a penalty flag down in the backfield.
Nice run by
Chambers has the first down yardage, but Prime Fitness USA penalty. It's a hold against the Knights.
Hold against the Knights, so that'll nullify that play, unfortunately.
And your workout never gets penalized when you use equipment from Prime Fitness USA, a family-owned company in Franklin. Find out more at primefitnessusa.com. So that will back the Knights up 10 yards, make it a 3rd down and 16.
So the Knights are now faced with
Good play call there as Chambers was able to pick up a couple blockers and would have had enough yardage for the first down, but called back on a hold, much like the touchdown was for Girard. And now Pascuzzi's going to throw, has some time. Now he's flushed, rolling right, looks downfield, fires, and it's incomplete. Wouldn't have had enough for the first down. Was looking for Gavin Lindemuth.
4th and long here for the Knights.
Though it may have given Coach Jim Penley pause about whether or not he wanted to go for it in that situation. It would have been 4th and about a yard.
Yeah, it gets real tempting when you get within a yard of the first down marker.
Aiden Arnold back to receive the Pascuzzi punt. Low snap. Pascuzzi gathers it in, gets it away. It's a short kick, but it will take an Eisenhower bounce and still rolling inside the 30. So Pascuzzi gets the most out of that one.
Pascuzzi punts the ball, rolls pretty well.
5.5 to play. Elwood
line,
National
Girard.
Forge first quarter. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. We're going to step aside for 15 seconds.
So Girard will have
What's the
their
recipe
second
for surprising the
possession
kids?
tonight.
Treating yourself and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And we're back here at Eisenhower High School. Second possession of the Elwood National Forge first quarter for Girard. Both teams. And St. Julian keeps it himself. Is run out of bounds. It took a late hit, but
Quarterback St. Julian.
that was called there. That was dangerously close.
That was about
to,
as late as you could hit him going out of bounds without getting a
Up to
flag.
35, so that'll be a 6-yard gain.
So it'll be 2nd down and 4 coming up here for Girard. And St. Julian rolls to his left, looking, avoids the pressure, and he's going to keep it himself and tackled inbounds after a short gain. And we've got a flag in the middle of the field.
Childs, but there is a flag on the play.
Derek Childs on the stop for Eisenhower, and it's another Prime Fitness USA penalty against the Yellow Jackets.
We have an illegal block.
And it's
not on my sheet here, you know. Someone
a block in
put a sheet
the
up here
block in the
this
back
week with,
against Girard.
signs, you know, for the different penalties. I don't know if they're trying to send a message here, but like they put something up here so I should know what the penalties are.
So that'll make it 2nd down and 14.
They're trying to send a message to me, you know. I've got Denny. Denny knows everything. I don't know why they thought I needed this.
And St. Julian, quick throw out to Robeson. Robeson picking his way through traffic, spins off of one tackle, but then is gathered in at the 31.
The pass is complete there, but the Knights convene pretty quickly on that.
And then a 5-yard gain there for Robeson, make it a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, what I like there, Brian, that they didn't do the last time that they were deep was they didn't see 2nd and 14 and try to throw 14 yards.
Right.
They just broke it in half, and now it's a much more manageable 3rd down.
3rd and 9 for Girard at its own 31. St. Julian back to pass. Under pressure, and he's going to get hit and sacked. That is number 54, Colin Subkowski on the stop. Big sack for the Knights. All the way back to the 21-yard line, a loss of 10.
Subkowski with a big-time sack on that play, and that forces a 4th down.
4th and 19, and would assume we'll see the Jackets punting unit on this 4th down.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debating that.
And it will be Pascuzzi, the deep man for the Knights. And nearly blocked. And Pascuzzi takes it at the 39. Looking for some blockers. Gets to the sideline. And drug out of bounds inside Girard territory.
Pretty nice looking run back by number 7, Sean Pascuzzi, and he's well into Girard territory. They're going to spot
The Knights
the ball
will
on
take over with great field position
36-yard line.
at the Girard
Nope, 37.
37.
The Knights will have their
24-yard return for Sean Pascuzzi on that punt.
And Girard is very lucky that ball got out.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how it did.
Rather unusual looking punt there.
And give is to Logan Penley. And he gets through the hole and out for about a 6-yard pickup down to the 31.
Number 15, Penley.
Make it 2nd and 4 for the Knights.
What I liked about that carry, Penley was trying to get that ball position right, but while he's doing that, he's still pumping his legs and gaining yardage. Little multitasking by the running back.
Send Kellogg in motion. And again, Pascuzzi and Lindell collide. This time, Pascuzzi gives the ball to Lindell, and he'll go forward for about 2 yards.
Just the timing, just off by half a second, can really cluster things up in the backfield.
Up to the 29-yard line.
So 3rd and 2
So the Knights are going to
at
have
the Girard 29. Second possession for Eisenhower, Elwood National Forge first quarter. Pitch to Penley. Picks up a block, and then he's hit and going to be stopped there by Ashton Coppice.
And that's Girard attacking those edges, shutting those down and not allowing Penley to get in between the defense and the sideline.
And that's going to be a loss of 4.
The Knights now.
So 4th and 6.
About a 4th and 6.
This is certainly part of the field where you would assume Eisenhower's going to go for this. And this is the kind of situation down and distance place in the field where the Knights are going to miss the presence of Chris Bunk, their big tight end.
Yeah, he was a big target in these situations.
Pascuzzi back to throw. It's a little screen for Lindell. He picks up a block. Tucker Lindell has enough for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
Lindell, he gets free of the first man. And
gets all the way to the Girard 18.
For him to
16-yard gain on 4th and 6.
Make a big gain all the way down to the 18-yard line.
Tionesta Builder Supply first down for the Knights, who are in the Pizza Hut red zone.
It was the perfect play call, too, because Girard was sending everybody after Pascuzzi.
Fake to Penley, give to Kellogg. Cole Kellogg into the open field and into the end zone for the Eisenhower touchdown.
Cole Kellogg, and the Knights are on the board.
18 yards for Kellogg, and Eisenhower takes the lead with 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. And that was Kellogg
Where's
was
the
running that
Kellogg fan section tonight?
same
Where?
play that Chambers ran earlier in the game that picked up that first down that was negated by a penalty. And this time it is good for an 18-yard touchdown. And then Kellogg
And he kicks the extra
puts
point,
the extra
too.
point
So
up and
Kellogg kicks the extra point.
35 seconds to
The
play,
Knights are
Elwood
up
National
7-0.
Forge. First quarter, Eisenhower
With
7,
33
Girard
seconds
nothing.
left to go in
We'll
the
be right
quarter.
back. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Introducing the Zip Zap Car Wash at Rocket Detailing in North Warren, next to the movie theater. Keep your car clean and salt-free this winter by visiting us for a thorough hand wash done by actual humans. With individual washes ranging from $5 to $29, we have washes for everybody. If the Zip Zap sign is on, stop in. The Zip Zap Car Wash at Rocket Detailing, 4160 Market Street in North Warren.
An 18-yard Cole Kellogg run followed by a Kellogg PAT, and Eisenhower leads Girard 7-0, 35 seconds to play. Elwood National Forge first quarter here from Eisenhower. And now Kellogg is going to kick off. He's doing it all right now, Cody.
He is, one-man show.
Scores the touchdown, kicks the extra point, going to kick it off here. Now, it's interesting to me, the opening kickoff, Eisenhower kicked it deep. I don't remember the last time we saw a game where the Knights kicked their first kickoff of the game and kicked it deep.
I'd be surprised if they do it here, because that set them up at it easy at the 20, and Eisenhower likes to try to force a turnover on the kickoff with their squib kicks.
And there it is. Good call, Cody. Taken at the 21 by Arnold. And he'll get out to the 36, maybe 37-yard line.
So we get the kick there, and number 5, we get the other Jacob Zach. Caleb Jacob Zach gets that tackle.
So it is at the Girard 37. That's where the Jackets will take over, now trailing 7-0.
So 28 seconds to go.
28 seconds to play. Elwood National Forge first quarter.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go back to Jeremiah Colon. He's got 6 carries, 31 yards so far. And really, Eisenhower hasn't had an answer for him when he's running up the middle.
And St. Julian, quick throw out to Robeson, and then a pitch to one of the linemen. That's number 52, Colton States.
That was a little trickery there.
A little hook and lateral there.
Pitch to number 52, Colton States.
And States gets out across the 40 to the 42.
You know, I played a little guard, and they're never willing to do that for me. So.
And that will be the final play of the Elwood National Forge first quarter here from Eisenhower. We head to the second. Eisenhower 7, Girard nothing. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
We start our second quarter here from Eisenhower with the Knights leading Girard 7-0. Second down coming up for the Jackets. And St. Julian tries to throw. It's incomplete. Make it third down and 5. Girard at its own 42. Our second quarter tonight is brought to you by Warren General Hospital Collaborative, compassionate, accountable, respectful. Our core values are vital to our success. Visit Warren General Hospital online at wgh.org. St. Julian back to pass. He's under pressure. He's hit and sacked again. And that time it was number 62, Aiden Hubach, on the sack.
Number 62, Aiden Hubach.
Makes it 4th and
Makes
12.
his presence known out there for the Knights. Back up.
And Pascuzzi back deep to receive. Looks like Jordan Cologne to handle the punting duties for Girard. Low snap. Cologne gathers it in, kicks it away. It's a short kick, but does take a Girard bounce. But still, Eisenhower's going to get great field position at their own 40-yard line.
After that punt, the Knights are going to have pretty decent field position on the 40-yard line.
And Cody, you called it. It seemed like Girard was having a lot of success running Jeremiah Cologne that first drive. He actually got into the end zone, was called back on a hold, and then from that point forward, it seems like they've just almost gone exclusively to the air.
Yeah, that first drive was 13 plays, and since then you're looking at 4 plays, 5 plays, and they've been passing since then. I think they need to go back and go back to that running game.
And Pascuzzi fakes to Lindell, keeps it himself. Sean Pascuzzi has a lot of open field. He's down the sideline and dropped down near the 20-yard line. Huge run for Sean Pascuzzi. 42 yards. And a Tionesta Builder Supply first down. And the Knights are inside the Pizza Hut red zone, but there is a Prime Fitness USA penalty flag back at the Girard 45. Then we'll see if this is during the run. It was a hold against Eisenhower. So all of that, he runs 41 yards and ends up with a net of 5. And it will be first down and 5. And we've got a stoppage. The official on the far side now is... Looks like maybe there was a question from the Girard sideline. And now we're ready to go. So first down and 5 for Eisenhower. And was a lean by Penley in the backfield as Pascuzzi keeps this one himself. Into the open field, he lost the ball. Eisenhower fell on it, but
they let that play go on. Makes me wonder if they saw something on defense.
No,
nope,
it's
definitely
against
on
the Knights. No, Penley leaned. You can see him leaning, but
yeah, and I was wondering because usually they blow that. They'll try to blow that dead.
And so after all of this, we're going to go right back to where we started from. First and 10 for Eisenhower from its own 40. They've run 2 plays.
2 plays and 2 penalties.
Pascuzzi's run for about 60 yards now, and it's still first and 10.
Well, and 2 things from this. Your quarterback's tired. He's getting a little exhausted now. The other thing is we have seen this trend before where they kind of get into a penalty kick.
Mm-hmm. And give is to Lindell right off left tackle, and he'll plow his way ahead for 4 yards.
Tucker Lindell. He has 4 yards, and I do not see any penalties. So
second down and 6 coming up for the Knights.
Second down and 6.
And that's the way to handle it. You got back-to-back big plays called back with 2 different penalties. Go to your stable running back, Lindell, and just kind of get back into a rhythm of
settle things down.
Yeah.
Yep. It's 2nd and 6, and there's another penalty. This one is going to be a false start on that left side of the line. Looks like that was the left tackle, J.J. Darr, on the false start there. Moved a little early.
The other way.
That'll make it now 2nd down and 11 from the 39.
Now the Knights officially going backwards, 1 yard behind where they started this drive.
Fake to Penley, give it to Chambers. Running that same play that Kellogg scored on. Chambers is going to get about 2.
Chambers trying to find some traction there.
Bring up a 3rd and 9.
He gets back the penalty yards. A couple more.
And again, a couple of holding penalties on this drive. Wiped off one, a 40-yard run by Pascuzzi. Another would have been enough for a 1st down across midfield. But here we are, 3rd and 9 at the 41. Pascuzzi back to pass. Fires down the sideline looking for Childs. Childs turns and hauls it in. What a catch there by Derek Childs through traffic. Riley Horn all over him.
And that was a beautiful pass, too. I mean, about as perfect of a spiral coming off of Pascuzzi's hand as you can get.
And that'll be a Ty-Nesta Builder Supply 1st down at the Girard 34. 25-yard gain there on the pass from Pascuzzi to Childs.
Probably about a 10-play drive to get a 1st down.
And the pitch is to Penley this time. Tries to turn the corner, squeezes through, and gets down inside the 30 to the 29, 5-yard gain.
That'll go for, let's see, 6 yards. Denny says 5. All right, Denny.
2nd and 5 coming up.
Well, you're right. My mistake is I always look at the chain guys. I know you always say don't look at them, but I did that for a long time, so that, I kind of have a soft spot for the chain guys.
And fake to Lindell, pitch out to Penley. He's got a lot of green in front of him. Picks up a block, cuts inside, and then dragging the pile, but the ball comes out, though I believe Eisenhower fell on it.
Pitch out to Penley.
Might have gained an extra yard on that fumble.
Believe so. That's another Ty-Nesta Builder Supply 1st down.
Line where the Knights have a 1st and goal.
And it is 1st and goal. This drive being built by Ty-Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippensville and Ty-Nesta, online at TyNestaBuilders.us. And the Knights are back in the Pizza Hut Red Zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza today online at PizzaHut.com, where no one outpizzas the Hut. Give is to Lindell. Had a little trouble with the exchange, but he fights his way through and gets in for the Eisenhower touchdown.
Touchdown for Tucker Lindell and the Knights.
5 yards for Lindell. So a 5-yard run by Tucker Lindell has extended the Knights' lead. Kellogg in for the extra point. We got a flag. Looks like maybe too many men on the field. There's a whole lot of Yellow Jackets out there. And it is too many men. Illegal substitution against Girard and the Prime Fitness USA penalty. Been a bit of a sloppy game this
Maybe you could block a kick if you have both your defense and your goal line defense and your kick blocking team all out there at the same time.
It's not on the paper, Denny. Denny, not everything's on the paper.
So they're going to move it up a yard and make the extra point try for Kellogg. It's a little bit closer. Caleb Jacobzak on the hold. He gets it down, and Kellogg gets it away just in front of the block. And it is good. 6:38 to play. Warren General Hospital second quarter. Eisenhower 14. Girard nothing. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific enrollment opportunities at www.specfab.com or send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
And we're back here at Eisenhower High School. A 5-yard Tucker Lindell run has extended the Knights' lead 14-0 over visiting Girard. Cole Kellogg will be getting set to do the kicking duties for the Knights here momentarily. And that was an interesting drive, Cody. Couple of big plays wiped out by penalties. They come into a third and long situation. They get the 25-yard pass to Childs. Penley breaks free on a big run from there down to the 5, and then Tucker Lindell takes it the rest of the way.
Yeah, and that's what if you're Coach Penley, that's what you're looking for. If we put ourselves in a hole, we have 3 penalties out of the first 4 plays on this drive, can we come out of that? That's what you want to see going into the playoffs, is that if a team in the playoffs gets up on you or you're making errors, are you able to recover? And I think Eisenhower proved right there that they have the capability to do that.
Kellogg set to kick. There's another short kick, fielded at the 35, and then dropped down to a knee. That was Tyler Mays.
By Kellogg there, and it is fielded by number 6, Tyler Mays.
And Girard will start at its own 37. 6:35 to play. Warren General Hospital, second quarter. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network.
Girard sitting there with 20 rushing yards off of 12 carries. Haven't seen them really rush since that first drive, and they coincidentally haven't had a lot of offensive success since that first drive.
Mays flips the formation. St. Julian back to pass. Under pressure, he fires down, looking, it's caught, but out of bounds.
Nice looking
Catch there by James
Kibbe,
Kibbe, but couldn't get the feet down.
Caught by number 3 Kibbe there on the sideline.
And it will be 2nd down and 10. And again, like you said, Cody, interesting that Girard's gone away from the running game that was working so well on that first possession.
Well, and with these short offensive drives, you're not giving your defense any time to rest and look over notes, talk to their coaches, and get ready for the next Eisenhower series. And the way that Eisenhower's offense is with Tucker Lindell and Penley, you really get beat up if you're a defense out there for a long time.
St. Julian going to throw again. Stops. Fires downfield. He's got a man, but overthrew.
Closer to
Kibbe.
Cole Kellogg.
Absolutely.
Than it was to Kibbe.
Quarterback St. Julian looking for Kibbe again, but that one falls incomplete. Bringing up 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10. And the other thing this does too is all these incompletions stop the clock and give Eisenhower more time if and when they get the ball back. And again, the Knights are going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and it's not so much just the passing. It's that Girard has taken a lot of shots deep down the field. And not only are they not working, they're also they're high-risk throws.
3rd and 10 now for the Jackets. St. Julian play action, steps up, has a man and overthrows Kibbe again. 3 straight incompletions, and it is a 3 and out for the Yellow Jackets, trailing by 14, just about to the midpoint of the Warren General Hospital second quarter.
Yeah, Julian's 4 of 11, just 40 yards passing.
So it is 48. Tyler Gilmore in to kick for Girard. Pascuzzi back to receive for the Knights. And he fumbles the snap. We got a flag on the play. And Pascuzzi takes it at the 28, avoids a tackle, picks up a block. Pascuzzi to the sideline. And truck sticks Gilmore. But there was a flag.
You don't want to make the mistake that the quarterback for Eisenhower won't lower his shoulder.
And it is an illegal formation against Girard. That's going to be declined. And so the big return stands.
They will have the benefit of that excellent return by Sean Pascuzzi, the senior.
And so Pascuzzi's return sets up the Knights inside Girard territory at the Yellow Jackets 43.
Heading into the playoffs, I don't know about that. Anyways, Knights have the ball at the Girard 43-yard line.
Pitch to Logan Penley. Looking to turn the corner. He's hit.
Pitch to Penley.
That was Coppus on the stop.
Copies.
Looks like maybe
right
a couple of inches on the gain there. Still at the 43, so we'll call it a 2nd and 10. And I'm looking down at the Eisenhower sideline here, Cody, and Chris Bunk is over there with one of the Eisenhower coaches drawing on the whiteboard and going over plays, and that's exactly what you want to see from an injured senior, unable to play here tonight, but still doing what he can on the sideline to help his guys out.
If he can't make an impact on the field, he wants to try to make an impact with the guys in the game plan, and you're right, that's a really awesome thing to see from a good player like
Pascuzzi looking to throw. My goodness, Gavin Lindemuth is wide open in the middle of the field, and Pascuzzi missed him. He saw it late, but Lindemuth was completely uncovered. I mean, from the second he left the line of scrimmage, Cody, I could see it out of the corner of my eye. He was wide open down the middle of the field. That was a touchdown for sure if Pascuzzi put it on the numbers.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see them come back to that here later in either the first or second half because Lindemuth was so wide open. And that's what we were talking about, in pregame and earlier on is – that deep threat with Bunk out, and that's got to give Pascuzzi a little bit of confidence when a guy like Lindemuth is able to break free and give him basically an open target.
So 3rd and 10 now. Kellogg goes in motion. Pascuzzi fakes, going to throw under some pressure. Steps up, fires, finds Lindemuth this time, and Lindemuth takes a big hit. Going to be just shy of the first down, though. At the 35. Needs about 2 yards there to get the first down.
It is just shy of the first down.
And would imagine this is absolutely 4-down territory here at the 35.
35-yard line.
Yeah, I think our unofficial rule is anything on the that side of the 50 is 4-down territory for the Knights.
Absolutely, and Lindemuth took a big pop at the end of that play. And give it to Lindell right up the gut, and he plows his way forward for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
Power running there by Jared, look at him calling him Jared. I coached Jared. By Tucker Lindell.
Well, now they changed the spot. They might have to bring the chains out here. That looked like where Lindell came down was a first down all the way, but
yeah, it looked like he was up to the 32. First down marker looks to be at the 33.
So they're going to call in the chain gang here to measure.
The first spot.
But it initially spotted it. Would have been more than enough for the first down, and then it came back and kind of respotted. And now it's going to be real close. And just looking at it from up here, Cody, I'm not sure if he's got it or not. And they pull the chains, and it is a Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
About a
for
half
the
of
Knights.
Football.
Yeah.
Up here, we believe that's the first measurement we've had at a home game all season. So, We're 1 for 1.
So it is a first down run for Lindell. Knights keep the drive going. Now at the Girard 33. Kellogg in motion. Pascuzzi gives to Penley. And Penley going to gain maybe a yard there.
Handoff is to Penley. Number 59, Kalicki, the middle linebacker, finds him.
2nd and 9 coming up.
Gain.
And give credit to the Girard defense. Aside from those big runs that were called back on a hold, they've been able to really plug up the edges in the Eisenhower running game.
Yeah, Penley has 6 carries for just 33 yards. So it might feel like he's got a lot of yards, but Girard's done a pretty good job.
Play action. And Childs on the reception. He breaks free from a tackle and spins away from another. Gets down inside the 25. And he's close to another first down, and it is another Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down
Fights for some extra yardage
for the Knights up to the 28.
1st and 10.
Or excuse me, not the 28, the 23. 9-yard gain there for Childs. We're under 3 minutes to play in the Warren General Hospital second quarter from Eisenhower. Knights looking to extend their lead. And Pascuzzi fumbles the snap, then gets the pitch out to Penley. Penley's got some blockers in front, and he went to the outside. It looked like the lane was starting to open up inside, Cody. If he'd have cut up in, he had 3 blockers out in front of him. Would have been a big gainer.
Yeah, but just being able, anytime you fumble that snap, being able to get positive yardage out of that situation is always a good way to leave that play. But, yeah, you're right. You could have been looking at Penley in the end zone.
2-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 8. And Pascuzzi keeps it himself. And Sean Pascuzzi pitches late to Logan Penley. Gains maybe another couple of yards. But it is a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down as the Knights are back in the Pizza Hut red zone at the Girard 9.
Inside the 10, down to the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. We're down under 2 minutes now.
This drive being built by Tie Nesta Builder Supply with locations at Chippenville and Tie Nesta, online at tienestabuilders.us. It's 9 yards away from making it a 3-score game. And Pascuzzi gives to Lindell, and Lindell carries the defender into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. This one from 9 yards out.
2nd touchdown of the night for Tucker Lindell.
It's amazing, Brian. Tucker Lindell with just 5 carries, 22 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's exactly his purpose here for the Knights, is when they get inside that 10-yard line, he goes to work.
Just finish that drive out as Kellogg comes on for the extra point. And this one looks like it was tipped, but still goes through. Somehow Kellogg powered that one over the crossbar.
To make it through there again,
1:26 to play. We're going to stay right here.
21, right before the half.
It is 21-0. Eisenhower over Girard. And Cody, again, the Knights came up with a big play on 3rd down when they had a 3rd and long to keep that drive alive, end up putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, they seem to have, on both sides of the ball, they seem to have come up big and made big plays, whether it's situations like this on this previous drive or on numerous drives for Girard. They've sacked the quarterback here, on 3rd and long or 3rd down period. So they're able to step up. Again, going into playoffs, those are things that you're looking at if you're Coach Penley, that my team can elevate their game when they need to.
And against a bigger opponent, I mean, we mentioned it on that opening possession, the size differential between, Girard's offensive front and Eisenhower's defensive front. And again, outside. Now, part of that is Girard's gotten away from the running game almost entirely since that opening possession. But Eisenhower's been able to counter it, and they've applied pressure to St. Julian, sacked him at least 3 times by my count.
Yeah, they have 3 sacks, and all 3 of those sacks came in. They were all drive enders. Actually, they have 4 sacks, and all 4 of them were the reason the drive ended.
Another squib kick there by Kellogg. And Girard's going to let that one go out of bounds.
The kick squirts out of bounds.
It's a Prime Fitness USA penalty.
Bring it up to the 35-yard line.
Against the Knights. Again, there has been a lot of flags in this game.
A lot of laundry on the field.
A lot of laundry on the field, which is not something you expect in Week 10.
Girard will have a minute and 25 seconds to work with.
In a game that, I mean, for all intents and purposes, doesn't have a lot of meaning.
No, and you know, there's always a bunch of reasons why there might be flags thrown on both teams. It can be the teams are, you know, mentally just, you know, not with it tonight. It could be the officiating crew can be a little more nitpicky than another crew.
And as we talked about them going away from the running game, here's Cologne with a big gainer on first down. We'll see where the spot is. Got at least 8 yards on that carry.
Right out of the gate, that's 9 yards.
Make it 9. 2nd and 1. Interesting, though, that Girard hasn't used a timeout here as we're under a minute to play before the half. Girard now up to their 44. Give to Cologne again. And he's got room on the left side this time, and he's dragging defenders with him, still on his feet. Now they're going to say his forward progress is stopped. And that is a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for Cologne and the Jackets into Eisenhower territory at the Knights 47. And now Girard will take an A&B Heating timeout. We'll take it with him, Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more. Some tense moments here on the sideline as one of the Eisenhower cheerleaders, I believe that's Sid Weisinger, almost took a little tumble there, but her teammates helped her out, kept her up. And the Yellow Jackets are on the move into Eisenhower territory. 1st and 10 at the Knights 47. And St. Julian, this is Carson Stevens now looking to throw, and it's bobbled and dropped by Robeson. He had that ball right on the numbers, and Robeson unable to haul it in as the Jackets have switched quarterbacks here to number 12, Carson Stevens.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who's under center is the issue in the passing game. I just think Eisenhower's playing it very well, and you're finding success in the running game. You know, Brian, since aside from these last 2 carries by Cologne, he has not touched the ball since the 7th play by Girard in this game.
So now 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Stevens back to pass. Fires to the sideline, and it is through the hands of Nolan Strong.
Just missed there to number 13, Nolan Strong.
And again, you see this drive started.
A
couple of big gains by Cologne on the ground. They go to the air, and 2 straight incompletions.
10 yards to go. Girard tip.
Yeah, and I would say primarily it's Eisenhower's defense, but then you have situations like that where it's poor throws or the receiver doesn't catch the ball, which you're going to have in high school football. So if you're not able to find success in any avenue in the passing game, but you are in the running game, I'm not really sure why you're going back to the passing game.
Another A&B Heating timeout taken by the Jackets. You can take a timeout to call A&B Heating at 814-723-5670 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Want to let you know tonight's game also being brought to you in part by Clarion Printing. Clarion Printing can take care of you no matter where you live. Find out more at clarionprinting.com. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating and Prime Fitness USA, both family-owned and operated businesses out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively hiring for all positions at its 2 plants in Venango County. To find out more, visit sfpc.com/careers.
Jeremiah Colon so far in the first half has 8 carries, 49 yards. He is averaging 6.1 yards per carry.
So 3rd and 10 for Girard. 2 Cologne carries got him into Eisenhower territory, and now we've had 2 straight incompletions for the Jackets. Carson Stevens is in at quarterback. He sends Strong in motion. Stevens back to pass. Under pressure by Lindell, and Lindell spins him down to the ground. The 5th sack of the half for the Knights, and now you're going to get a Prime Fitness USA penalty as Cologne came on top of the pile well after the whistle.
Lindell and Dar
and that is a personal foul against Girard.
But
so the sack
penalty after the play, so
was an 8-yard loss.
Unfortunately, that's going to back
and then you're going to add another 15 on top of it.
So that'll add 15 to the sack.
And we should be looking at about a 4th and 33 here. As the ball is now being spotted all the way down at the Girard 30, and the Jackets take their final A&B Heating timeout of the half with 15 seconds to play in the Warren General Hospital second quarter.
And Brian, that is the 5th time that Eisenhower's defense has ended a drive with a sack. So, and it's a new quarterback, so it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Eisenhower's defense is still doing the same thing, and that's incredible consistency going into halftime.
Well, you know, and it's interesting, Cody, because we talked about in the pregame show that, you know, perhaps if there's a vulnerability in this Eisenhower defense, it's in the secondary. Mm-hmm. But right now, the front, and Tucker Lindell especially shooting those gaps, is more than making up for it and not allowing those defensive backs to be tested.
Well, we talked about Girard's size up front, and Eisenhower, they've got a little bit of size, but they have a lot of speed. And you can counter size with speed if that speed knows where to be utilized, where to go, and you're tactical in how you would go after the quarterback.
And it looks like Girard is going to keep the offense on the field. Now they back up into maybe a punt formation, low snap. Stevens with a quick kick. And it bounces right at the 30 and takes another couple of yards in favor of the Jackets.
So Girard does a little pooch punt there, very effective.
And I would imagine Eisenhower's probably going to come out, take a knee on this, and take a 21-0 lead into the locker room, knowing that they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, I think that's probably the safest way to go. Got this so far. You have this game pretty much in hand.
Folks, make sure you make your way over to the
no sense doing anything to give Girard an opportunity to score before the half.
Right.
No, Denny, you can't sell my Oreos. Go to the concession stand. It's a fundraiser here for our athletic
Well, it looks like they're in formation, so maybe they're going to try something here.
Mr. Pascuzzi.
Well, no, the way Kellogg's standing, they came out in the formation, and I looked at Cole Kellogg, and he was standing straight up, stock still. So
very relaxed.
Pascuzzi takes the knee, and we head to the half with your score: Eisenhower 21, Girard nothing. We will be back with the Icy Ink halftime show here on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
Instructor Jerry Black.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in North Central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
And welcome into the Icy Ink halftime show. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034 or online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Let's take a look at our halftime score right now. Eisenhower 21, Girard nothing. We'll take a look at our halftime stats. Brought to you by the Brooks UR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks UR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship are awarded to an athlete or athletes who compete in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. Find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
The leading rusher for the Knights is Logan Penley with 8 carries, 37 yards. He does have 1 carry for over 20 yards. He's averaging 4.6 yards per carry, but it's been Tucker Lindell who has scored the touchdowns, 5 carries for 22 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pascuzzi is 2 carries for 14 yards, and Cole Kellogg has 1 carry for 18 yards, and he also has a 3rd touchdown. Pascuzzi under center is 4 for 7 for 58 yards, with Derek Childs being his lead receiver, 2 receptions for 34 yards. On the Girard side, Jeremiah Colon is 8 carries for 49 yards, averaging 6.1 yards per carry. 3 of those 8 carries have ended with a first down. That's an important note going into the second half on how key Cologne could be. St. Julian under center is 4 of 11 for 40 yards, and Stevens came in for him in the final minutes of the first half. He's 0 for 2. Robeson is the leading receiver, 3 for 22 yards, and Kibbe has 1 reception for 18 yards.
Those are our halftime stats, again brought to you by the Brooks UR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. Let's take a look now at our Warren General Hospital scoring summary. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital, online at WGH.org.
That was a little bit back and forth to start the game, but with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter, it was Cole Kellogg who ran in an 18-yard touchdown. That came after Pascuzzi hit Tucker Lindell for a 16-yard screen. In the second quarter with 6:39 to go, Tucker Lindell pounded in a 5-yard carry after a Logan Penley 24-yard run, got him to the 5. And it was Lindell again powering in a 9-yard score with 1:26 to go in the second quarter. Cole Kellogg, perfect so far with extra points, puts us at 21-0 Eisenhower.
Yeah, that was our Warren General Hospital scoring summary. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital, online at WGH.org. And, Cody, you touched on it a little bit. It was kind of back and forth to start. Girard had a fantastic opening drive. Took the ball to start the game, marched right down the field. Looked like they had got themselves in the end zone, but the 13-yard touchdown by Cologne called back on a hold. And then Girard went to the air, turned the ball over on downs, and hasn't really sniffed the other side of the field since.
No, and that holding penalty had nothing to do with Cologne. He's ran really well every time he's touched the ball. And as I mentioned in the first half, he last carried on that 7th play of the first drive before they started using him here on the last series. So you pretty much went the entire first half with the most successful piece of your offense not touching the ball.
Yeah, that's not a great formula for success. And again, just an interesting strategy by Girard there. Again, he marched down the field. You're running the ball very well. And every time Cologne's touched the ball on the ground, it's been a positive gain for Girard. But just kind of ignored him after that first drive, like you said, until the last possession of the half. Ran him twice, got the Yellow Jackets into Eisenhower territory, and then all of a sudden they decided to start throwing and turn the ball over. A big sack and then a personal foul penalty, put them in a 4th and 33, and they're forced to punt.
Yeah, and to coincide with that, the Knights have 5 sacks here in the first half, all of which have ended drives. They are attacking that passing game with such force up front. I'm not really sure if you're Girard, you can go back to that to start the second half.
Well, and here's the thing, too, right? So Eisenhower's going to get the ball to start the second half. If the Knights are able to come out and put a scoring drive together, that almost takes the running game away from Girard because you run out of possessions.
Yeah. The opportunity to run the ball was in the first half. If you go down by 4 scores early in the third quarter, now you're forced to pass the ball, and you haven't found success in that. So they've kind of put themselves, they being Girard, have put themselves in a corner right now, where the only avenue out of this situation is for their defense to hold the Knights here in the opening drive, and hopefully they can go to the run game on their opening drive of the second half and try to chip back at this score.
Yeah, you almost need a 3 and out to start the second half from your defense. Put your, and then maybe you get a block punt or a good return or something. Put your offense in a good field position. But but again, if Girard comes out and allows Eisenhower to go down and score, and the Knights, most of their success has been on the ground. So even if they don't put a scoring drive together, they're perfectly capable of going 20-20. And chewing up 4 or 5 minutes off the third quarter clock.
Oh, yeah, 17 carries total by the Knights, 93 yards, so just shy of 100 yards. They're averaging as a team 5.5 yards per carry, so they are finding success on the ground and just enough success in the air with 58 yards to mix it up and keep the defense on their toes.
All right, with that, we are going to Take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Icy Inc. halftime show at Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
Could be a little mishap. They actually blew.
And we are back here at Eisenhower High School. It's the Icy Inc. halftime show. Your halftime score: Eisenhower 21, Girard nothing. And we're going to take a look now at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you tonight by Tap and Pay Plus. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That is tap, the letter N, payplus.com. And we will take a look
700.
first over in District 9 at the half in a game that you can see right here on the YDL Sports Network. Central Clarion leads Red Bank Valley 14-7. In the second quarter, Port Allegheny 41, Otto Eldred nothing. At the half, Punxsutawney leads Union AC Valley 26-0. Brockway over Cameron County 21-6 in the second. No report yet from Kane and Bradford or Brookville and Ridgeway. Also in the second quarter, Hollidaysburg 23, DuBois 9. No report from Mount Union Card City or Montauk Keystone. In the second quarter, Clearfield leads Chestnut Ridge 14-0, and no report yet between Kerwinsville and Tussey Mountain. In District 10, no report yet from Cambridge Springs and Union City. At the half, Titusville leads Corey 15-13. Also at the half, Cathedral Prep 28, Farrell 12. Our Andy Close is down there covering that one for you. Stay tuned for lots of highlights and post-game interviews on the YDL Sports Network from Farrell. In the second quarter, Northeast 23, Reynolds 6. Canisius, New York, and Erie are scoreless in the second quarter. Harbor Creek leads Greenville 21-13 in the second. At the half, Fort LaBeouf 21, Sharpsville 7. Also at the half, Lakeview 14, Franklin 7. McDowell and St. Francis, New York are tied at 21 in the second quarter. Seneca all over Maplewood 36-6 in the second. At the half, Sagertown leads Iroquois 21-12. In the second quarter, Fairview all over Northwestern 36-0. And at the half, down at War Memorial Field, General McLean 28, Warren nothing. That was your out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you tonight by Tap and Pay Plus. Fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap the letter N, payplus.com. And, Cody, let's take a look now at our Rehab Center's halftime adjustments with 8 convenient locations to serve you. The Rehab Centers online at rehabcenters.com. Center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S.
To be perfectly honest with you, Brian, I don't think Eisenhower really needs to adjust anything. I think that they're playing really good defense. They're playing a pretty balanced offense, a little run heavy, but it's working. And they're passing game has done well enough when it needs to. So for the Knights, I think adjusting anything might be counterproductive. On the other side of the ball, as we were talking earlier, you got to get that ball to Cologne, and you got to get it to him early. The passing game's just not working. If Girard wants any shot at putting points on the board, I think that's your avenue.
All right, those were our Rehab Center's halftime adjustments. Again, visit the Rehab Centers online at rehabcenters.com, and center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. And that will do it for our Icy Ink halftime show. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034 or visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy. And we are about 90 seconds away. Our clock got a little bit ahead after they adjusted for that extra 3-minute warm-up time, but about 90 seconds away from the start of the third quarter. Our third quarter tonight is brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Plan your visit to Warren County with the Warren County Visitors Bureau at wcvb.net/events. Warren County, simple, pure, real. And again, it will be Eisenhower set to receive the opening kickoff here in the second half. You know, do you take a shot here, you roll the dice a little bit if you're Girard, try to onside kick and recover this, give yourself an extra possession in the second half as you try to come back?
If you have a game plan, a solid offensive game plan for if you get that ball around midfield, yes. If you're going to go back to what you did in the first half, I'd kick it deep.
All right. Cody's coaching acumen coming into play here. And we are so thankful for you joining us on the YDL Sports Network again. We know the signal tends to fluctuate, I guess is the best word to put that, up here at the Pasture of Pain. So later on this evening, we'll upload an uninterrupted broadcast we're recording locally. But again, thank you so much for joining us and bearing with us as we work through some of these signal issues. And Brian Hagberg, Cody Helms with you on the YDL Sports Network.
I've always blamed the cows up here. Too much methane in the air, Brian. Yeah,
I thought that would mix with the 5G, though, and boost the signal. Am I getting that confused?
You might be a little too tinfoil hat there.
All right, the Jackets come out of the huddle, get set to kick off. It is Pascuzzi, Penley, and Chambers deep to receive for the Knights. And I believe that is number 48, Tyler Gilmore, getting ready to kick for Girard. Oh, see, he was nice enough to turn, showed me the whole front of his jersey.
It was nice. I'll be curious to see if the Knights are able to go down there and score. You know, how long Penley keeps his starters in this game with playoffs, just around the corner.
And again, assuming, Eisenhower were to hold on here, maybe even if they don't, but better than good chance that the Knights are going to end up as the number 3 seed in the Class 1A playoffs. I don't think there's any question that Lakeview and Cambridge Springs are the top 2. Kick is away. It is deep, and the Knights are going to let it go into the end zone for the touchback.
Kick by 48,
but we were talking before we went on the air for the pregame show, Cody, about what kind of intriguing matchup that potentially could give us in the first round with Reynolds struggling this year. They could end up as a 6 seed and face the Knights in the quarterfinals, and it would be, if my math is correct, I'm going to go to my fingers here, at least the 5th straight year that those two teams would have matched up in the District 10 playoffs if that were to happen.
It's very familiar, those two teams are when it comes to the postseason.
And Reynolds at this point has won the first 4. So 1st and 10 for Eisenhower to give us to Chambers. And there's a flag down, first play of the third quarter.
Hand off to Chambers out of the wing, but the Knights start with piece of laundry on the field to start the half.
It looks
so
like
let's
it's
see
going to
what
be
they
a
do.
hold against Eisenhower. Prime Fitness USA penalty against the Knights. Your workout never gets penalized when you use equipment from Prime Fitness USA, a family-owned and operated business in Franklin. Find out more at primefitnessusa.com.
That's the
I think the
sixth
ball's
penalty
gonna
on the
go that
Knights.
way.
So far, 50 yards accrued
Fortunately,
on penalties.
it is a
And
hold.
that's a good start for Girard.
Absolutely.
Push them back as far as you can, and then hopefully, if you're Girard, you can force that punt and get the ball somewhere, around midfield or even in Eisenhower territory.
So it is 1st and 20 now for the Knights.
10 yards brings up 1st and 20.
And movement up front. Now, this will be key if this was whether the offense or defense moved first here. And it is against the Knights.
So that's 5 more.
So that's going to back them up another 5. And again, Cody, like you said, if you're Girard, this is an absolutely perfect start to the second half.
Yeah, when the laundry can do the work for you, that's the best scenario. But now you got to be thinking, if you're Girard, do you play back and try to just eliminate a first down and keep them inside that 25 yards? Or with Eisenhower sitting at the 5-yard line, are you going to rush a couple more guys in there and go for the safety and get the ball back?
1st and 25 at their own 5, and the give is to Pascuzzi keeps, and then he lost the ball. It was taken right out of his hands, but no, it is a fumble and a recovery by Girard.
The indication is that the Knights have turned the ball over and Girard recovered it.
This is this sequence of events is the best case scenario for Girard. 2 penalties in a row, and then they get the ball inside the red zone.
They get the ball at the 10-yard line.
For the Knights.
So Girard is already in the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one out pizzas the hut. And actually, it looks like they're just outside the 10. Well, no, they're right on. So it is a 1st and goal. I was looking at looking for the sticks, but it is a 1st and goal now for Girard. And it is Stevens back in at quarterback. And the give is to Cologne. Cologne off left tackle. Pushes the pile forward.
Hand off to 27 Cologne. Follows.
Looks like a gain of 5.
Left tackle that direction for 5 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 5.
2nd and goal.
And again, this is exactly what you wanted if you're Girard to start this second half.
Yeah, and it's exactly what you don't want if you're Eisenhower. You looked outside of some holding penalties and a few other things in the first half. You had a pretty perfect first half, and to come out and start as rough as they have here is disappointing.
And the give is to Cologne. Again, he breaks a tackle, and Cologne is into the end zone for the Girard touchdown. 5 yards for Jeremiah Cologne, and the Jackets are on the board. And Gilmore will be on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good for Gilmore. So 10:16 to play. Warren County Visitors Bureau second quarter. Girard cuts into the Eisenhower lead. It is now 21. Girard 7. We'll be back. More Allegheny Grill of Foxburg high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
So a 5-yard Jeremiah Cologne run has Girard on the board here in the Warren County Visitors Bureau third quarter. The Jackets capitalize on the Pascuzzi fumble, turn it into a touchdown.
Yeah, that was certainly, as far as this game goes, the worst 53 seconds that Eisenhower could have imagined. 2 penalties, the strip, and then turned into a touchdown.
So Gilmore set to kick. Pascuzzi, Penley, Chambers to receive. And Gilmore fires this one deep. Pascuzzi going to field it at the 1, slips, then takes it up the field. And Sean Pascuzzi trying to make up for the fumble. Gets a big return for the Knights.
Pascuzzi takes the ball right at the goal.
Gets it out to the 27.
Gilmore's got a leg behind him. It almost makes you wonder, on that point after, he made that by a mile. If Girard's able to get close,
and
can
late
they
flag.
Well, after the play.
It looks like this is going to be a sideline warning against Girard. Let's see if they actually tack on a penalty or if it's just a warning. No, it is an unsportsmanlike conduct against Girard. So add 15 yards on to the end of that run.
15-yard penalty.
And now the Knights are going to have even better field position to try to answer that Yellow Jackets touchdown.
Girard with 4 penalties, 50 yards.
And Eisenhower will start at its own 42. A little over 10 minutes to play. Warren County Visitors Bureau, third quarter. Give is to Penley. Penley picks his way through, gains a couple, and is thrown down at the end of the run.
Slung down.
No, they're going to say you just got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Looked like Caden Miller. It's hard for me to always see the numbers, but I think big number 78, Caden Miller for Girard, got him there.
And that will make it 2nd down and 10. Cody, the one thing you don't want to do here if you're Eisenhower is kind of panic and feel like you have to pop a big play in this position right now. Just march your way down the field and settle in. Give is to Lindell, and Lindell spins through a tackle, stays on its feet, nearly had the ball punched out. He gathers it back up, and Tucker Lindell goes for 12 yards and a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down.
Into Girard territory at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Brian. Just get back to what was working in the first half. I mean, that first series by Eisenhower to start this second half was such an odd sequence of events. A couple back-to-back penalties, and then Pascuzzi, who rarely gets stripped like that. Getting stripped at the 10-yard line of all places. Certainly not a definition of what your offense has done and can do.
So 1st and 10 now at the Girard 46 are the Knights. The pitch is to Penley. He's going to go around the left corner and gets, again, a couple of yards and then takes a big hit.
For a minute, but Girard players quickly closed in on him. He manages to get 2 yards.
2-yard gain, make it 2nd down and 8 at the 44.
And I like what Eisenhower's doing here. They're not in a rush. They're just, they're getting positive yards. They're eating up clock. That's been their bread and butter for years.
Fake to Penley. Pascuzzi under pressure, fires. Was looking for Lindemuth, but almost beneficial, I think, that was incomplete.
Yeah.
State's applying the pressure for Girard.
Bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Knights.
It'll be 3rd and 8 after the incompletion.
Yeah, I know there's been times where whether we're covering games here or even if you're watching your NFL teams or college teams where you see your team complete a pass behind the line of scrimmage and he gets hit and you go, I just wish he would have dropped that pass. Yeah. So that worked out for Eisenhower on that play.
So 3rd and 8. Pascuzzi in the gun.
Little screen pass. Girard seemed to have read it well, but breaking through tackles. There is a flag down on the far side of the field.
Pass complete to Lindell again.
Lindell takes that one. It's going to be well short of the first down, but
that is short of first down yardage.
looks like this penalty is going to be against the Knights. Maybe an ineligible man downfield, but
which is pretty common on screen. Pretty common penalty when it comes to a screen.
And you can see all the Eisenhower offense is huddling way behind.
Yeah, I think they know something.
Yeah. Well, now they break the huddle. Eisenhower's ready to go. The officials haven't even signaled what the penalty is yet. Prime Fitness USA penalty coming up. And it is going to be a hold against Eisenhower. So they're now going to have to go 3rd and 18.
So that moves the ball back to the 47.
Now back in their own territory at the 47, and I think Chambers. No, they're going to blow. They're going to blow this one dead. Chambers moved for sure, and the Girard players pointed it out. So add 5 more here. Another Prime Fitness USA penalty.
Well, false start in the Knights.
And again, Brian, you're into that back-to-back penalties here. If you're Eisenhower right now, you're looking at 3rd and 23. You want to try to get half of that, at least get in between the sticks again. And if they can get across the 50-yard line, I would not put it past Penley to go for it. But with a 2-score lead, he may just punt it, pin him deep, and count on his defense.
Again, the way the defenses have been playing, and you don't know necessarily that Girard's going to come out running the ball, and
even if they do, they're going to eat up a lot of clock if that's their game plan.
So 3rd and 23 now. Low snap. Pascuzzi gathers it up. He fires down the sideline looking for Jacobzak. Who has a step and makes the catch. Cameron Jacobzak gets it all back.
Or you can do that.
But there is a penalty on the far side of the field.
First down marker. But hold on. We've got another penalty marker down. Hold on.
And this one could be coming back.
Hold on.
And it is an illegal formation against the Knights. Wipes off the huge catch by Jacobzak.
I'm not sure what to say. That's 3 penalties in a row. I do have to say that Jacobzak, phenomenal job getting space. To pull that ball down, and a great throw by Pascuzzi. That's 2 throws on this side of the field, almost identical, that Pascuzzi has hit.
But again, another big play wiped out by a penalty by Eisenhower. And so now it is 3rd and 28. Knights are backed up to their own 37. Pascuzzi just going to keep it himself this time. Has some blockers in front, cuts through, gets across midfield, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
And
then a yard, I think.
I think they're in a position now that I can almost guarantee they'll go for it.
And it is going to be 4th and 10. And it looks like they are going to send Pascuzzi back to punt. But like you said, Cody, chance to pin Girard deep here.
And I think that's a smart call. I just wouldn't have been surprised if they would have went for it.
And Pascuzzi gets the kick away. And it takes an Eisenhower bounce inside the 20. And is down at the 18. That's where the Jackets will take it over.
The ball rolls down with inside the 20 to the Girard 18-yard line, and that's
didn't get exactly the field position that you wanted. I think if you're Eisenhower punting that ball away.
No, you didn't. But one of the positives to come out of a very odd drive by the Knights is that they ate up about 5 minutes off that clock, and that's huge if their defense can keep playing the way that it did in the first half.
Stevens in the gun, has Cologne the sidecar to his left.
Squirrel.
And the give is to Cologne. And he'll get about 2,
Hand off to
maybe
Cologne,
3.
And he's ridden down by Childs over there. After he
He's
gets
out at the
about
21.
3 yards, we'll call it.
So make it second and 7.
Cologne with 3 carries, 13 yards in this half. He has 11 carries, 62 yards so far in the game.
But again, like you said, Cody, that's a 3-yard gain, and they've burned about 30 seconds of clock. Give us to Cologne again, and he's hit and stopped in the backfield this time. Loss of 2.
Another handoff to Cologne, but this time Sorrell tags him pretty good right in the backfield for a loss.
So that'll make it now 3rd and 9 at the 19. I believe that's the first time Cologne's been stopped for a loss in this game.
It'd be the just the second time. He had one carry in the first half, but so far he's pretty much been positive yardage through and through.
So it is now 3rd and 9. Stevens has 2 receivers to each side, and he will go back to pass. Has time, fires, and it's intercepted. Derek Childs on the pick.
Childs on the interception.
That almost looked the way that Childs caught that ball. It looked like Stevens was throwing it right at him.
Yeah, I didn't see a receiver in the area. I don't know if you did, Brian, but it didn't look like there was a receiver within 10 yards of Childs.
And so the Knights get a big turnover. Will start in the Pizza Hut red zone at the Girard 18 after the 12-yard return by Childs on the interception. And give is to Lindell. And Lindell's going to get about 2 before he's stopped up.
The Girard defense was waiting for that. Two yards in a cloud of dust. 2nd and 8.
Actually, give him only a yard there. They marked him down at the 17. 2nd and 9. But again, more importantly, now we're under 4 minutes to go in the Warren County Visitors Bureau 3rd quarter with the Knights inside the Pizza Hut red zone.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for Eisenhower to get a little retribution for their last couple of drives.
Pitch to Penley. He picks his way through.
Pitches to Penley. He comes this way.
And he'll have a positive gain out to the
a couple Girard tacklers. Cologne being
13. Call it a 4-yard gain.
Actually tackled their States as well.
So 3rd and 5 for Eisenhower.
And, kind of what we were talking about a little bit earlier about, putting yourself in a hole and getting yourself out of that hole. This is a big drive for Eisenhower because their last 2 series have been pretty ugly, about as bad as it can get. And so if you're the Knights here and you're able to take that turnover and turn it into 7 points, that's the best case scenario to get you back on track and feeling good for the rest of this game.
Well, Girard just took an A&B heating timeout. We're going to take a quick one with them. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Introducing the Zip Zap Car Wash at Rocket Detailing in North Warren, next to the movie theater. Keep your car clean and salt-free this winter by visiting us for a thorough hand wash done by actual humans. With individual washes ranging from $5 to $29, we have washes for everybody. If the Zip Zap sign is on, stop in. The Zip Zap Car Wash at Rocket Detailing, 4160 Market Street in North Warren.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, Knights are on the move after the Derek Childs interception, facing a 3rd and 5 at the Girard 13, looking to get it back to a 3-score game with 3:03 to play. Warren County Visitors Bureau 3rd quarter. Brian Hagbert, Cody Elms with you on the YDL Sports Network. Kellogg is in motion. Give is to Lindell, and Lindell plows his way ahead, but he is not going to have enough for the first down. He gets to the 10. So it'll be 4th and 2.
The ball's on the 10-yard line. Knights have got to get about 2 more yards to get a first down.
And again, if the Knights aren't able to convert this, worst case scenario, you ate up a lot of clock, and Girard's going to have to pretty much drive the distance of the field.
Pascuzzi in the gun, rolls left, going to keep it himself, trying to pick his way through. There's a flag down. And Pascuzzi is, as Girard's got the ball, one of the Girard players has the football in his hand, but I believe that's Cologne actually, but there's a flag right about the 10-yard line.
Laying on the grass. So let's see what's going on.
Would be a 1st and goal from about the 1, but this one looks like it's in the area of a hold, and it is. Another Prime Fitness USA penalty against Eisenhower wipes off a first down play.
$85 yards in penalties by the Knights.
Well, you know, Cody, you talk about, some of the things that you want to see heading into the playoffs. Committing 85 yards in penalties is certainly not one of them.
No, and now you've made your 4th down play just that much more difficult.
Holding against the Knights. So,
and I think that there was an animated discussion on the sideline between the officials and the Girard coaching staff. I think that the Jackets coaching staff were trying to lobby for that being a fumble recovered by Girard.
Yeah, in which case they would just decline the penalty and take over at the 1.
20-yard line where it'll now be 4th and 12.
So it is 4th and 12 now.
So far, Girard's best defender has been the Knights themselves.
And Pascuzzi in the gun again. Looking to throw. Fires for the end zone. He's got Jacobzak. He turned but could not make the catch.
Jacob's back.
Tried to go back shoulder on him, and Jacobzak on the turn slipped and couldn't get back to the ball. So the Knights turn it over on downs.
Ball on downs to Girard.
Effectively a touchback on 4th down for Eisenhower, as Girard will start at its own 20. And we're going to take a 15-second break. Be right back. More of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome. Our Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app then tracks each donation so that parents and boosters can sit back, relax, and watch the support come flooding in. Nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at tapandpayplus.com.
Back here at Eisenhower, 1st and 10 for Girard. Give is to Cologne.
Hand off there to Cologne, and he's brought down by Chambers.
And he gains, looks like about 2.
Short gain.
Jackets at the 22, again trailing 21-7. But rapidly approaching the end of the Warren County Visitors Bureau 3rd quarter.
Yeah, not a lot of urgency by Girard. Just kind of taking their time, which if the drive ends in a score, it's worth it. But that wasn't the case in the last series.
Stevens a throw, quick throw out to Robeson. He catches it, but then it's hit immediately by Penley and cleaned up by Lindell.
They're here on the sideline to Robeson, and he is.
He's out to the 28.
Kind of a cowboy tackle.
6-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Really not a big gain, but enough that Girard's in kind of medium range here, about 3rd and 3.
And Stevens gives to Kopis, and he's stopped for a loss.
Out there to Kopis, and he was brought down.
Loss of a yard.
For a loss on that play.
We'll make it 4th and 3.
So now Girard is going to be faced with 4th down.
Kopis has 2 carries. Both of them are a loss for a yard, one in the first half and one in the second.
And I think Girard's going to let this
like
Warren County Visitors Bureau third quarter clock run out before they make a decision as to whether or not to go for it, as they run a player on late and run him back. And that is officially the end of the third quarter. Sorry, our clock got a little
final quarter of this regular
off
season
there.
for the Knights.
But we will head to the fourth quarter
Yellow Jackets 21-7.
with your score: Eisenhower 21, Girard 7. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
Welcome back in here to Eisenhower High School, getting set to start the fourth quarter between the Knights and the Girard Yellow Jackets. Eisenhower leads Girard 21-7. And Girard has a 4th down and 3 to start the Dreyer Physical Therapy fourth quarter. Fake. Stevens going to keep it himself, cuts up field. And I don't think he got there, needed the 30 and only got the 29.
Quarterback keeps the ball, and he is short of that first down on a tackle by Tucker Lindell.
Oh, it looks like they spotted the ball. No, it is a turnover on downs. That was a generous spot there on the 4th down stop, but it is a turnover on downs. The Knights will take over at the Girard 29.
Yeah, as they were placing that ball into its final position, it just looked like it kept getting a little bit closer each time.
Our fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Dreyer Physical Therapy, now open at 40 Hatch Run Road in North Warren. Dreyer Physical Therapy can help you get back in the game or on the job. Call Clinic Director Tessa Sager at 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get off the sideline and back in the game. Pascuzzi gives to Penley off left tackle. And a 4-yard pickup for Logan Penley out to the 25.
And Cologne and Arnold on this side come up to greet him. Get him down on the turf after a 3-yard gain.
Actually, call it 3. They marked him down at the 26.
And Girard's done a pretty good job of closing down that outside and not allowing Penley to really break much free outside of the tackles.
2nd down and 7 for the Knights. And again, as much as points, using as much of this clock as they can is to give us to Lindell, and Lindell's going to go off the right side, and they pulled it away again. Girard has it. Strip fumble by Cologne, and he's out to the 40-yard line.
For all the yards you can get, and Cologne simply wrestles the ball away and takes it himself and takes the ball back to the 40-yard line.
So it is the second time in this game Girard has ripped the ball out of the ball carrier's hands, and now the Jackets have it 1st and 10 at their own 40. Gonna think that'll be a point of emphasis in film study this week for Eisenhower is when you can start getting into those piles, put two hands on the football.
Yeah, I have a note after this play to tell you about that from earlier in the game.
Stevens gives to Koppas. He's got a big hole off right tackle, following his blockers. And a solid run out to the Eisenhower 45.
Really doing a nice job of
15-yard gain, make it 16.
That's how it's done right there.
And a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for the Jackets at the Eisenhower 44.
So earlier in the first half, Brian, I made a reference to Penley. He was running off the left tackle, and as he was running, he was adjusting the ball. I'm starting to wonder if that is just kind of a common thing. I haven't paid much attention to it, but given two strips while the players are upright is kind of alluding to that.
Stevens throws. He's got a man. It is caught and then shaken. A tackle was James Kibbe, and he's got another Tionesta Builder Supply first down. 20-yard gain down to the 24.
Girard's at the 29-yard line.
And another Tionesta Builder Supply first down. This drive being built by Tionesta Builder Supply with locations at Shippensville and Tionesta, online at tionestabuilders.us. You know, you start to wonder, Cody, did the Eisenhower offense maybe put this one in cruise control a little bit too early, making some costly mistakes on the last couple of possessions?
It's an easy thing to do.
Stevens back to throw, has time, and Kibbe just dropped it.
Oh, drop, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 after the incompletion. Jackets are knocking on the door after the fumble recovery. And if they turn this into a touchdown, then we've got ourselves a ball game here all of a sudden with just over 9 minutes to play. That throw is wide of the mark and incomplete.
Pass attempted.
It'll be
for
3rd and
6
10.
Mays, but that is also incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
So you're looking at 3rd and 10. I have to assume that this is a 4-down situation for Girard. They might be huddling up right now off this timeout to come up with something like a quick pass or a screen or something to bait Eisenhower in and allow them to at least get a good chunk of this 10 yards.
They take an A&B heating timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. Allegheny Guerrilla Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, the Girard Yellow Jackets have taken an A&B heating timeout, getting set for this 3rd down and 10 from the Eisenhower 24. Jackets trying to make this a one-score game following a strip fumble by Jeremiah Colon. Ripped that ball out of Tucker Lindell's hands. And Stevens gives to Colon, and he turns the corner off left tackle. Colon's got some space in front. Stiff arm, still on his feet. Jeremiah Colon down inside the 5.
That's an amazing play call. Eisenhower was not ready for a run there, especially on that far side of the field. And Colon did a heck of a job with a couple of stiff arms to gain extra yardage.
So it is 1st and goal at the 3. And, Cody, I got to think, if you're Girard right now, how do you do anything but hand the ball to Colon?
Yeah, I think that's the guy you got to go to. 4 plays in a row.
Colon's to Stevens' left. On this 1st and goal, they send a man in motion. The give is to Colon, and he's hitting the backfield. Tucker Lindell But then Cologne pulls the pile a little bit forward.
Jumps through the Girard defense.
So Lindell shoots the gap again. Will end up with a 1-yard loss.
Then get some assistance from other Knights.
I believe Childs and Pascuzzi were in to help clean it up.
Tackle for a loss. Back to the 4-yard line where it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal now, but again, time becoming a factor as we are under 8 minutes to play in the Dreyer Physical Therapy 4th quarter. Gives to Cologne again. This time he's got blockers in front, and Cologne is in for the Girard touchdown.
We have ourselves a ball game, Brian.
Girard touchdown.
Four-yard run for Cologne. Gilmore on to make this a 7-point game. High snap, gets it down, and the kick is good.
Kick from Gilmore for Girard.
So 7:38 to play. Dreyer Physical Therapy 4th quarter. Eisenhower 21, Girard 14. We'll be back. More Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to take a moment to tell you about my friend Paul Burdick. Paul is the Dean of District 9 Photography, and he is here to serve your needs with action photos, team photos, and so much more. Paul has shot everything from Little League through the pros and is a regular at PIAA championship events and Penn State football. Find out more or buy a photo at pburdick.smugmug.com. Are you looking for an upcoming, young, energetic photographer to shoot your team or individual athlete? Then contact Anima TV today at 814-594-5783. Anna's work has been used in many publications over the last few years, including right here on the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at animatvphotography.com.
Jeremiah Cologne with a 4-yard touchdown run. The Gilmore extra point has cut this to a 1-score lead for Eisenhower, 21-14. Over Girard, 7:38 to play. Dreyer Physical Therapy 4th quarter.
So Jeremiah Cologne is 16 carries for 86 yards. He was 8 for 49 in the first half, no scores. 8 for 37 in the second half, 2 scores. A lot of that is attributed to the field position that Girard has had. They have not, and the opportunities that Eisenhower has given them.
Gilmore will kick. Pascuzzi, Penley, Childs, the deep man for the Knights. And it's an onside kick. It bounces around, still on the ground, and Girard says they have it.
At the 39-yard line of all places.
What a gutsy call by the Jackets, and it pays off.
Well, that ball bounced
Number 14, Zayden Markham comes up with it at the bottom of the pile, and now Girard in great position to tie or take the lead.
At the Eisenhower 39-yard line. So the Knights
Gutsy call there by Bill McNally to kick it onside and bounced around. Eisenhower had a couple opportunities to fall on it, unable to do so, and now Girard takes over at the Eisenhower 39. Give it to Cologne. No, Stevens keeps himself, avoids a tackle, picks up a block, and is down inside the 20.
Stevens keeps the ball.
Tionesta Builder Supply first down out to the Eisenhower 16. And the Jackets are in the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza today online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. Can the Eisenhower defense make a stand here? Jackets 16 yards away from tying or taking the lead. Give this to Cologne this time, and in shooting was Childs. Cologne escapes him and then goes forward for about 3 yards.
J.J. Darr eventually gets him down there.
Yeah, Cologne just has a knack for getting positive yards and making something positive, even if it looks like it's going to be a negative play.
Well, Childs had him dead to rights in the backfield, and Cologne just ran through the tackle. Second down and 7 now at the 13. And again, Cody, you wonder what this game would look like had Girard stuck with Cologne more in the first half. Stevens to throw. It's tipped at the line and incomplete.
That ball was tipped by.
But again, it seems like the Jackets just can't help themselves. They got to go to the air.
Tipped the ball and knocked it away.
Well, I think that's attributed to, being maybe a pass-heavy team by tradition throughout the season. So it's hard to break away from that. And if a majority of your playbook is passing plays, you may have it in your head that you got to mix it up. But hey, you go with what's working. And if that's calling the same play, opposite sides of the center, 3 plays in a row, if you're getting positive yards, you just go with it.
3rd and 7 now at the Eisenhower 13. And Stevens gives to Cologne. He's hit in the backfield, and this time stopped for a loss. Childs again, the first one to get to him. Lindell and Jacobs clean it up.
Over Cologne is you've got the trio of Childs.
And Cologne is slow to get up. Certainly not what you want to see if you're Girard right now.
Timeout for an injury.
And then Cologne does pop up and hopping his way to the sideline.
Jackets with 107 yards as a team off of 29 carries.
So a 3-yard loss on that play will make it 4th down and 10. And Girard is going to take its final A&B heating timeout of the half, Cody. We'll stay right with it on this one, but with 6 minutes to go, you got to go an awful long time without being able to stop the clock.
You do, but I like it because Girard's not guaranteed to have the ball in this position again. Although this half has vastly went in their favor when it comes to field position. The Knights could come out on this next drive and end up punting and pin you deep in your own side. Now you got to drive the distance. So I like the call, get the play right. And last time they called a timeout, Cologne had a 21-yard run for a first down.
But he just hobbled off the field onto the sideline. It looks like they're maybe stretching him out on the sideline. So you hope it's just a cramping issue for him as I see him pop up there. But again, how much of this timeout maybe was just giving the training staff time to stretch out that cramp,
buying some time,
and maybe if you convert this 4th down, have him available.
Pivotal play for both teams here.
4th and 10 at the 16. Stevens in the gun, fakes to Kopitz, keeps it himself. Looking, throws for the end zone. It's incomplete. It was caught by Kellogg, but out of bounds. And the Knights defense holds.
So Girard is stopped. The Knights will take over on the 16-yard line.
And again, Cody, we see when Girard goes to the air, good things are not happening for the most part for the Jackets.
Yeah, it's been pretty much. I mean, they've gotten some lucky or some nice plays that they've been able to put together through the air, but for the most part, it's been consistently below average.
So 1st and 10 for Eisenhower at its own 16. Just under 6 minutes to play. Dreher Physical Therapy 4th quarter. Give is to Tucker Lindell, and he pushes the pile out forward close to the 20.
Hand off to Lindell. He's up to the 20 where they're going to spot it, I think.
Actually, they're going to mark him down,
19,
looks like
so
at the
that'll
19, so it'll be 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7.
I would think, Cody, for this to be even remotely considered a successful drive, Eisenhower's got to get across its own 40 and have this clock down under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, be in a position where at the worst case scenario you can punt, pin them deep, and just give them a few minutes with no timeouts.
2nd and 7, and Pascuzzi is waiting for that play clock, waits for the indicator from the official. And give to Lindell again. And Lindell breaks free and gets out to the 30.
Running, finds a hole, makes another one himself. Before you know it,
And that is a
Knights
Tionesta
first
Builder
down.
Supply first down for Eisenhower. Right at the 30 is where they mark Lindell down after that play. It's 1st and 10. And again, Pascuzzi breaks the huddle, comes to the line, and then is waiting for the indicator from the back judge. There's no separate play clock on the field here at Eisenhower, so Pascuzzi's got to wait for the 5-second signal from the back judge. He's got it now. Pitch to Penley. Penley trying to turn the corner, spins through a tackle, and goes forward for a couple of yards.
He's knocked off his feet. Trying to get the number
It was
here.
a nice
Number
spin
3,
move by
number
Penley there to
50.
get a few yards because Girard kind of had that play sniffed out.
Give him 4.
Had he been able to stay upright, though, there really wasn't anybody in front of him.
No.
And that clock.
So it is 2nd down
Just
and
keeps
6
going.
as
We're
we're
down
under
to
4 minutes to play. Dreher Physical Therapy, 4th quarter.
It just keeps going. Girard has expended all of its time out, so
And again,
that's
Cody,
really
the
become
Knights
a
are
big
about
factor at this point.
6 yards away from what we said we would consider a successful possession.
Mm-hmm.
And Pascuzzi keeps it himself right up the gut, and he is close to that 40-yard line.
Quarterback keeper by Pascuzzi, just straight up the middle. And he runs that
And
ball.
we're going to see where the spot is. It
right
is
to the
on the
40-yard
40,
line,
so that
and
is a
that
Tionesta Builder
another
Supply
Eisenhower
first down. This drive being built by Tionesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, online, tionestabuilders.us. And now about a minute away from where we said the time would need to be. They've got the yardage.
Yeah, I think you might want to get some lottery tickets tonight, Brian. That's a pretty good prediction.
South to north.
And again, this is Pascuzzi waiting for that indication from the back judge, a 5-second count. Pitches to Penley off the right side, picks his way through, has some space.
Pitches to Penley.
But
He
it
finds
closes
the lumber
quickly.
running room there before number 51, Mason Kalicki.
Gain of
comes
about
up and finds
2.5, maybe 3. Knows where the football might be on the 43.
We'll say that's a 3-yard gain. Second
So call
and
it
7.
2nd down and 7. You know, again, Cody, we talked about this, and I said it last year, if you recall, when we were down in Titusville for the District 10 championship game, and Reynolds went on a 9-minute scoring drive late in the game to take the lead. And I said right there, that is a championship drive. What's happening, what you see right now from the Knights, this is the kind of drive that a team that has that playoff experience is. Lindell goes up the middle across midfield for another Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
Here's Lindell again for first down yardage for the Knights.
Yeah, this drive here is a stark contrast, honestly, to what most of this second half has been for the Knights. This is the offense. This is what Penley wants to take into the playoffs. He wants to forget about the other, 16 minutes or so of this second half.
This is what I would call you got to have it. I got to have it drive. You needed your offense to come out, establish the run, bleed the clock, flip the field at the very least if you have to punt. As give is to Penley off right tackle, and not much there. Gain of a yard, but again with under 90 seconds to play.
Number 12, Stevens,
The most important thing I think for Eisenhower is just to hold on to the football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is easier said than done, given the couple of strips that we've seen tonight.
Well, and I think they're in position right now. If I'm Jim Penley, I'm taking a knee. Just kneel on it, bleed the clock out with a minute to go. You've got 2 downs to take a knee. Take a knee, go home with the win, and get yourself set for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that appears to be exactly what's going to happen as Pascuzzi does take the knee.
That one is kneed. Knights will need to run one more play. No, they don't.
And
Actually,
they're under 30 seconds to go, and that'll be the final play of the game. And
on the game clock, they don't have to run another play.
Girard makes a valiant comeback in the second half, falls just short. They were 13 yards away from putting the tying points into the end zone, but the Knights defense holds tall, and Eisenhower improves to 7-3 on the season. We'll head into District 10 Class 1A playoff action. We'll find out later this weekend who, where, and when they will play in the quarterfinal round. Girard falls to 2-7 this season. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show here from Eisenhower. This has been Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in North Central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When you need a plumbing or heating contractor, A&B Heating is the one to call. You can rely on A&B Heating for services including AC repair, central air conditioning, furnace repair, hot water tank repair, drain cleaning, tankless water heater repair, and much more. A&B Heating has a team of insured, certified, and experienced technicians who are able to service all brands of heating and air conditioning units. Call 814-723-5670 or visit abheating.com to learn more.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Welcome into the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. Your final here from Eisenhower. The Knights 21, Girard 14. Eisenhower improves to 7-3. The Yellow Jackets fall to 2-7. The Knights get set now to head into District 10 Class 1A playoff action next week. Again, we'll find out the who, when, and where later this weekend. Stay tuned to the YDL Sports Network for all that information. Now it's time to take a look at our final game stats, brought to you by the Brooks QR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Logan Penley had 15 carries for 53 yards. Lindell had 12 carries. He led the running backs, 12 carries for 64 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Pascuzzi was 5 carries for 43 yards, and Kellogg had 1 carry for 18 yards in the score in the first half. Pascuzzi was 4 for 9, 58 yards. Didn't have a completed pass in the second half. Childs was the leading receiver, 2 for 34, and Lindell had 1 for 16. The Knights had 5 fumbles, lost 3 of them. 2 of them were literally taken out of their hands, and they had the most alarming stat, I think, aside from the fumbles, is 11 penalties for 85 yards, and that doesn't count for all the lost yards on the gains that they've had that had to come back. That's a whole nother thing that Penley, I'm sure, will get into in the coming days. On the Girard side, Cologne was 18 of 86 with 2 touchdowns, averaged 4.7 yards per carry. Stevens was 2 for 8, 26 yards and an interception in the passing game. St. Julian was 4 of 11 for 40 yards. Despite their efforts, Girard was 6 of 19 for 66 yards total in passing with that interception. Robeson was 2 for 30, had 2 receptions for 38 yards, and Kibbe had 4 receptions for 28 yards.
All right, those are our final game stats. Again, brought to you by the Brooks QR Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. Let's take a look quick at our Warren General Hospital scoring summary. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital, online at WGH.org.
In the first quarter, after Pascuzzi hit Lindell on a 16-yard screen, Kellogg ran it in for an 18-yard score with 33 seconds to go up 7-0. In the second quarter, 6:39 on the clock, Lindell pounds in the run after Penley's 24-yard carry, got the ball to the 5 to put the Knights up 14-0. Lindell again with a 9-yard bruising carry with 1:26 to go in the second quarter to go up 21-0. In the third quarter, it was Cologne who ran in the 5-yard touchdown after taking over at the Knights 10 on a strip off of quarterback Sean Pascuzzi. And then Cologne again at 7:38 ran 21 yards to get the ball inside the 5. Then on the second carry of that next series of downs, punched it in from the 4-yard line. But Girard was unable to convert when they had the ball on the 13-yard line and lost 21-14.
All right, that was our Warren General Hospital scoring summary. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital and online at WGH.org. We'll be right back with our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. This is the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. We'll be right back on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
And welcome back to the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show, the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Find out more, AlleghenyGrill.com. As you can see, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Eisenhower, is Tucker Lindell. This is our Cole Orthodontic Associates player interview with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren. You can get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. And Tucker, first of all, congratulations. Another hard-fought victory for you here tonight in the last game of the regular season.
Thank you.
And how beneficial can having back-to-back games like these, last week against the Iroquois, tonight here against Girard, where you've got to really kind of battle all the way through to the end, get you guys ready for the playoffs?
It's a really good thing to have because if we have those battles now, we aren't lost and don't know what to do in the playoffs.
And it seemed like, kind of a back-and-forth start offensively to start the game, and then you guys were able to get down the field a couple of big plays. What started clicking for you, especially in the ground game there late in the first half?
We made a couple mistakes, but as we started to figure things out and get the right guys blocked, we started to make plays, move the ball.
And then again, you were kind of all over the place making plays defensively. Obviously you scored a couple of touchdowns, but then defensively as a team, I think you guys, Cody said, had 5 sacks as a team. I know you were in on a couple of them there. But what were you seeing from the Girard offense that allowed you guys to attack and get in the backfield?
Well, our coach always games plans, always know when it's going to be a run, always know what's going to happen on a run, what's going to happen on a pass, know who to look at, just studying, and Coach breaks it down pretty good.
And it seemed like, the more they went to the air, the more you guys were able to penetrate and get into the backfield. Was there something that you were able to key on to let you know pre-snap whether it was going to be a run or a pass?
Wherever the running back lines up, if he's on our left side, it's going to be a run. And if there's a wing attached, it's going to be a run probably. Otherwise, just read the guards. It'll tell you right there.
So couple of times in this game we saw Girard defensively was able to get into a pile, grab somebody running the ball, and just kind of rip it right out of their hands for the strip fumble there. Is that something that you guys think you guys are going to maybe focus on a little bit more in practice this week?
I think we're going to work on that quite a bit this week.
And how good does it feel for you? Had a couple of tough losses in their middle of the season. You come out, you end the season on a 4-game winning streak, got a lot of momentum going into the playoffs.
It feels really good to have this going into the playoffs, getting us ready, working hard, keep fighting those battles, and then we're ready.
And so Cody and I were talking, and it looks like most likely you guys are going to be the number 3 seed coming in, and potentially could set up another rematch with Reynolds with the way the seeding may come out. Would be, 5 years in a row now, we think, against those guys. How much would you like to have another playoff game against Reynolds?
I'd like to beat them. They've kicked our butts every time, so it'd feel pretty good to start out the playoffs with a victory over them. And
I know your team has said, as we stopped on our camp tour, the goal this season was to get back to that D10 championship game and win. Coming into the postseason now, you got a quarterfinal match. You'll find out this weekend against who. What do you have to do to not only advance in that game, but get back to the D10 championship?
It's definitely not our football ability, but we just need to focus on our jobs, do everything right, and rely on trust on each other.
All right, that's our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Eisenhower's Tucker Lindell. Tucker, congratulations and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg postgame show on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
With convenient locations in DuBois, Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren, you don't have to travel far to get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north-central Pennsylvania since 1960. Born and raised in the area, the doctors and staff at Cole Orthodontic Associates are committed to the people of this region. Visit colesmiles.net to schedule an appointment or consultation at the location nearest you today. Dreyer Physical Therapy is now accepting new patients. Clinic Director Tessa Sager can help get you back in the game or on the job with flexible scheduling between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Dreyer Physical Therapy offers in-clinic and telehealth services, including manual therapy, injury prevention, return to performance, total joint replacement, concussion management, and vestibular rehabilitation. Call 814-273-2175 to schedule your appointment today so you can get back in the game.
And welcome back to the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. We're going to take a quick look now at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you tonight by Tap and Pay Plus. Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap the letter N, payplus.com. And starting first over in District 9, fourth quarter action that you can see right here on the YDL Sports Network. Central Clarion 34, Red Bank Valley 14. This game has gone final. Port Allegheny 47, Otto Eldred 8. Punxsutawney leads Union AC Valley 33-0 in the fourth. Brockway 35, Cameron County 14 in the fourth. Finals, Bradford 25, Kane 14, Brookville 35, Ridgeway 6. In the fourth quarter, Hollidaysburg 30, DuBois 15, Carson City 34, Mount Union 13, Clearfield 35, Chestnut Ridge 21, and Curwensville 29, Tussey Mountain 28. Last report at the half, Keystone all over Montauk 41-15. In District 10 in the fourth quarter, Cambridge Springs 20, Union City 0, Titusville 28, Corey 21, Cathedral Prep 44, Farrell 18, Northeast all over Reynolds 37-6, Canisius, New York 23, Erie 0, Harbor Creek 35, Greenville 13, Lakeview 17, Franklin 14, tight one down there in Franklin. St. Francis, New York 34, McDowell 31. These games all final. Fort LaBeouf 43, Sharpsville 7, Seneca 42, Maplewood 22, Fairview 43, Northwestern 7, General McLean 48, Warren 7, and then last report at the half, it was Sagertown 21, Iroquois 12. That is our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Tap and Pay Plus. Fundraising made easy with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. And now let's get over to our Swift Kennedy and Company final thoughts. Swift Kennedy and Company, insurance with integrity since 1921, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. And Cody, final game of the regular season. Any final thoughts as we head into playoff action?
I think what we saw from Eisenhower, I'll give you a positive and I'll give you a negative. The positive is when they got themselves in a hole, they were able to climb out of it. They were able to play well, and they did not let that sink them or determine, or define how their offense was going to operate. The negative is they got themselves in some pretty big holes that against a better team, I'm not sure they'll have the opportunity to dig themselves out of. And that's nothing against Girard. They were pretty evenly matched up today. But, you're getting into playoffs now. You're going to get into the best of the best, and you can't be having 85 yards in penalties, especially those penalties that occurred on big plays or touchdown plays those are huge. Those
Yeah.
are game-changing penalties, and that cannot happen next week.
Well, you say, like you said, it's 85 yards in penalties, but how many positive yards did those wipe? I mean, at least that much in positive gains were wiped out. Well, half of it was just on the one Pascuzzi run by itself.
Yeah, I would go out on a limb and say they probably negated close to 200 yards in offensive gains on penalties alone.
Yeah,
and because so many of them were on such big plays, and a couple
likely,
of them,
and likely stopped a scoring opportunity that really could have put the game away late.
Yeah,
I believe that was late in the third quarter. They had that penalty wiped out. What would have been would have made it first and goal. Ends up being 4th and 13, and they don't convert.
Exactly. And it's crucial times. We talked about stepping up at crucial times. Well, not falling down at crucial times is equally important, and I think that's going to likely be where Penley stresses this week. It's great to have ups, but that doesn't mean your lows have to be real low either.
Yeah. Well, and the turnovers too. You got to clean up the turnovers and ball security, and
Yeah, we've had games where they've had a number of fumbles or bad snaps or whatnot. I can't remember, if ever, since we've been calling Eisenhower games, that they've had 2 balls just ripped out of the carrier's hand.
Well, and then almost a third down near the goal line.
Yes.
One of the Girard players ended up coming away with the ball, but the runner was ruled down at that point. But again, those, like you said, you talk about, costly penalties at crucial times. The one strip fumble led directly to a touchdown. Actually, both of them did, if I recall correctly, because the other one, Cologne brought back out to the 40 and set Girard up in great field position. And not to focus all on the winning team, you saw after they came through the handshake line, Cologne just had to stop and take a knee and gather himself, and a couple of his teammates were coming over and kind of consoling him. And the other end of this is this is a team with a group of seniors in Girard that for the most part have all put on the pads for the last time, and that's
right.
And you could see that emotion sometimes, and you and I have both been there. When that it's the last time. And sometimes that emotion can be overwhelming. And I know for me, the final game of my career was over in Bradford, and was something that was talked about around here locally for a while for some not very good reasons. But we were at the end of a long season, very similar to Girard. We were 3-7 that year. It was a long season. And there was, a very emotional pregame speech in the locker room. And for me, that moment hit not at the end of the game, but when the band started playing the national anthem. That was when it hit me, right? Oh my God, this is the last time, and it's different for everybody. But you could just see it as Cologne was coming off the field or through the handshake line there. That that was in that moment. That's just when it hit him.
Yeah, it definitely is different for everybody. For myself, it didn't really hit, honestly, until the next fall. You start to smell fall in here, and you just kind of thinking like, I should be, doing 2 days right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I should be sore on Wednesdays, and so it hits everybody different. But when it does hit you, it hits you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
And this game could have gone a completely different direction. In the first half, Cologne was 8 carries for 49 yards, averaging 6.1 yards per carry. Second half, 10 carries for 37 yards, 3.7 yards per carry. His yards per carry were cut in half in the second half, mostly due to likely field position. But Cologne, if given the opportunity, I think really could have taken over this game in the first half. So it's a good win by Eisenhower, and they had a lot of positive things, but there's got to be a little bit in the back of their mind of they might have got lucky off of some poor
escaping with a win. I think.
Yeah, some questionable play calling.
Yeah.
on the other side of the field.
On the flip side, though, coming into this game, one of their struggles defensively all season long had been against the pass.
Oh, absolutely.
And they were phenomenal against the pass today.
And that's the in-game adjustments that you have to make, is that you can game plan for the pass, but then when your running back comes out and starts chipping away 4 yards, 5 yards, 10 yards, you gotta reevaluate your game plan, and you got to do it early, because trying to do it late, like we were talking about, you get backed into a corner, and your playbook gets a little bit smaller.
All right, well, those were our final thoughts for this one. Our final here on the field, Eisenhower 21, Girard 14. Stay tuned to the YDL Sports Network for complete bracket information as soon as they are released by District 10 and District 9 later this weekend. We'll find out what those first-round playoff matchups are, where they're at, and when they're going to take place, and we'll be sure to let you know all about it on the YDL Sports Network. Again, your final, Eisenhower 21, Girard 14. For Cody, this is Brian saying thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend